Alright, hey everybody, Panther0822 here. I very much apologize for that hiccup. We should hopefully be good. Alright, let's get this shared out here real quick and then we'll get started with our game. I'm gonna have to play with Game Show a little bit to see what I can do to get it to work, because that's just not acceptable. I mean, I can definitely use it for recording purposes and things like that, but if I'm trying to stream with it and it screws up like it was doing, that's just not acceptable. So alright, come on. And share in a group. My favorite games. And post. Okay. And we're going to add this to that right there. Alright guys, I've got the phone up so I can kind of watch the stream myself, kind of see where it's at and behaving. I will try and respond to your chats as quickly as I can. I very much apologize. I'm still absolutely horrendous at responding to them at any time, but I will try and get to them as quickly as I can. So, that being said, we've wasted enough time. Let's get into our game. I hope everybody enjoyed the Doki Doki Literature Club that the wife and the brother-in-law played over the last 2 days. Based off what I can see from the views, it looks like you guys enjoyed it, so I'm really happy about that. Alright, I don't think I've got anything to turn in. No, I don't.
If Harry runs into any trouble, have him come to me. We'll get him what he needs. So, I noticed you kept back to the tent rather late last night.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word.
I will take you into the darkness of research in the name.
Alright. Let's see here. I've already scouted the hinterlands. We're going to be siding with the mages. Let's check the other side of the map, though. I know I did have at least one. I had two. Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Cool. Opened up this though. Let's see here. Choose a successor. I think she would be the better person for that type of thing. So, alright, we've already pretty much scouted the hinterlands. I've done a pretty solid job as far as side quests go. There's really not much left in this particular area. There's a few things, but there's really not a lot. So, and again, those are things that I'm going to do on my own time because they're not really relevant to storyline. So, all right, I'm going to check something here for a minute. I'll be right back, guys. I was just wanting to make sure that you guys could actually hear the game. I know in the past I've kind of had some minor issues with not getting the balances in a way. Alright, so this camp is closer to where I need to go. Alright. Let's actually see how we are on supplies. I need to refill on those. Not worried about Iron Varric's okay on those. Solus. Could use one more, but other than that is fine. And Cassandra's fine, okay. I do need to be careful because there was a dragon in this area, and I've got to be really honest, I am nowhere near what I need to be even able to take on said dragon, so I'm not even gonna try. My party members, on the other hand, seem to want to try and take the dragon on. I don't think that's a good idea. Ah! Run! Run! That is... Am I even close to where I need to go, or am I going? No, I'm completely exploring an area that I do not need to be in right now. Shit. Which means I need to go back through the Dragon's Lair. That's problematic. Howie. Well, they seem to be handling the smaller dragons just fine. It's the big dragon that I'm actually mainly worried about. That's not the right way. Hack. Can I fast travel? Maybe? Yes. Alright, so I completely went the wrong way. Alright. So that is down and around and not even remotely where I need to be. So, I think we'll try going the other way. And, see where that gets us. One of the things I love about this game is the graphics. The graphics on this game is just absolutely phenomenal. And honestly, I mean, storyline-wise, the game is not too terribly long. I mean, if you seriously sat down and played the game, you could probably get it done in 2 days. Actually, no, you couldn't, because some of the war table items take more than 2 days, or take at least a day. So, all right, we've got something.
Let's look around.
Okay. I need Varric. Okay.
One more for me.
Alright, let's go back in here. No, behind me. Alright. Let's loot a few things here real quick, and then we'll be on our way. Okey-doke. We're gonna need that lamb stuff for something. I don't know what, but something. Either we can use it as a craft or yeah, so. Oh, we've got a rift. So we are gonna save here real quick.
Redcliffe Village should be right.
I want a constant watch on that damn thing. Sound the alarm at the
Right.
first sign of
David.
demons.
I need to hold doggo for a second. So I can run away. Bye. See you later.
Gabby wanted to say hello. Say hello, Gabbies. Oh, the hero will say hello. I think he's being jealous because I'm holding the little girl. Okay.
Turn back. We can't open the gate until the threat is past.
Gabby's very unhappy. Her mama left.
What was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appears to alter the time around it.
Alright, we need...
Maker have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Alright.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
What is this shit?
The veil is weaker here than in Haven. And not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
We should talk to the Grand Enchanter.
Alright. Hero. Redcliffe has changed a bit since the second game.
Have you heard? The Inquisition dealt with the rebel Templars. They've been driven away or killed.
Oh, I know what's going on with that. Alright, I know where I need to spend my Inquisition points next, though.
Mother, I had the dream again last night. Not me.
No, there'll be no time.
It was so real. And when I
No
woke up,
man needs statues so great as those whose remnants lie toppled in these hills. These statues come from ancient dreams of blood and bone, lost to the memory of man. Be wary of them.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Alright, and like again, from what I remember, this is telling me that there is something. in here, but Varric does not... I don't think I've got the right thing to get this open yet. Yeah, it requires deft hands tools, which we don't have yet. So we're not going to be able to do anything with that at the moment.
I talked to one of the rebel mages, and she said it sounded like the dream she had before the magic took her.
What did I tell you?
Yes, sir. Of course.
Alright, so we've got that.
But look at the sky and those stories about all that magic.
Redcliffe has seen more than its share of troubles. That the rebellion should play out here.
Yeah, alright, can we get into this one? Nope, that one also requires deft hand tools.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
I think I'm gonna try Solus.
Save yourself and all the villagers will remember is that you hid, even though they did the same. If you help the refugees, they may not love you, but they will hold their tongues before calling you knife ear.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Cool.
May I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there.
Alright, so let's grab her list real quick. I'm not going to do this on camera. Again, I don't mind accepting some of the...
May I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Alright, let's come back to her list here real fast. And it looks like I've got...
A pleasure to see you again. A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
As the graphics glitch through the...
A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Alright. Well, that is all I can do there. I wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it. Alright, I'm going to take a minute here real quick. I'm going to see if any of you guys threw something in the chat for me. And if you did, I'll take a minute to respond.
Even worse. And we hid here behind the village walls and did nothing.
What could we have done? Gone out and died with them.
Oh, that sucks.
Alright, you want to do more to help? Let's join the Inquisition.
Do you mean it?
I'm a fair cook and you're a fine leather worker. I'm sure they can find some use for us. And the Inquisition soldiers are the only ones trying to restore order right now. If we want to help.
Alright, well, hey. We're making some positive progress in the world. People are recognizing our good work, so can't really argue with any of that. What do you got? You've got an infinite supply of some good stuff. Dagger of Faith, 139. It's got an empty grip and an empty rune. It's cool. I don't have anyone that'll use a knife, at least not yet. Excuse me. Interesting. I didn't know about this. I'll have to explore that later.
Customer, you'll have my best pieces, of course.
All right. Alright, there's...
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. You were Dalish. My Senna and I, we kept to the old ways as we could. Though I know we are as children to you. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the Tablestones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
Alright, nope, not there. What do you got?
I'll never get over that sky.
What do you got for me? You've got some blueprints. Very cool. Oh, that's really cool. I never actually took the time to actually take a look at some of these shops here. And now I'm going, I really should have.
Good day.
Alright, what do we got in here?
Every ocularum is made from the skull of a tranquil.
I figured they'd fled with the rebel mages. Poor bastards.
I had wondered what had become of them when the mages rebelled. What a tragic waste.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
Alright. I may end up having to pause here for a sec.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
You invited me?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Very well. Who's in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Gearion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
Yeah, just a bit.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Arl Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable man. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Ooh, very mysterious.
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve of you. He does not approve of me. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
We'll take you.
You're one of the Tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long have Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
I'll happily take you.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Alright, our influence is gaining.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to Holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
Who are you?
Name's Tolwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hospital. Lived my whole life there, since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day, quality education, a roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
If you were happy in the Circle, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote is sort of that. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them or cut loose. I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with magisters.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
All right. Got a couple things here, just quick.
Please, are you with the Inquisition? As you've wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
Sure, we'll find the ram for you.
Your ram has gone missing.
Yes. I'm certain that if he heard his Jimmy missed him, he'd come right back. He's likely at our family's old summer cabin. It's by the lake in the southern hills. If you do find him and send him back, I'd be happy to pay you.
I'll speak with you later.
If you find my ram, please send him home.
Okay.
Good day.
I need to pause here for a minute, guys. I need to, as my wife puts it, I need to pause for the cause. and then that way you're just staring at the game. I will be back as quick as I can, and we're gonna continue. But unfortunately, I've got to pause for the call, so I will be back.
Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day.
May it be with you. May it be with you.
Could be better.
May it be with you. May it be with you. May God be with you. May God be with you.
We'll make good use of it.
Thank you.
May God be with you. May God be with you.
Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day.
Guys, I'm back. I apologize for taking so long.
Good day.
All right, so let us go to where we need to go. Gonna mark our location here, or where we need to go on the map.
Of course we call to Winter. Who else would help us?
Hey, you guys are idiots, but oh, sorry for leaving the mouse in the way there.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you? Fascinating. How does that work exactly?
Hell if I know.
You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Yeah.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts.
Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
All this for me? And I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
All right. Well, let's take a minute and save. And at this point, if memory serves, I need... Oh, that was Haven. If I remember right, I need to go to Haven.
This whole business is distasteful. Perhaps we are better off pursuing the Templars instead.
We may not have time. The breach will not wait for
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corrin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
What kind of cut are they giving you? Have you got protection? I see a suspicious lack of guards. It looks to me like you've been cut loose. Maybe you should look for a new employer.
Are you serious? The high and mighty Inquisition needs smugglers? All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Alright. Got another agent.
I look forward to helping the Inquisition, as per our agreement.
Okay. There is very little for me to do. Let's see if we can find that landmark real quick, and then we'll be on our way.
Well, let me know if you find one.
May can be with you.
I can take care of the side quests on my own time. I do not need to do them on camera.
Greetings, traveler.
I do not have the tools to open this door nor the other door, so they will have to wait.
Good day.
I wonder if it's in the mill. I think it might be.
That windmill has weathered a great deal. I am impressed it remains standing.
Yo. Okay, back to Haven. Yes, because that's exactly what I want when I do that, is I want to jump. What's up with...
My creator, judge me. Find me well within your grace.
Okay. I'm a little confused, but...
Your report on the Seeker Fortress was excellent. It gave us information we dearly needed. Go in peace. Though you had granted them power over the very
I will
faith
take these injury reports to research Minay.
Alright, let's come over here.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
We can't waste time fighting among ourselves. We have to come to an agreement.
A Tevinter Magister controls Redcliffe, invites us to the castle to talk, and some of us want to do nothing.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die, and we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages, and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
For those of you who remember the first game, there is a solution.
Other than the main gate, there's got to be another way into the castle. A sewer, a water course, something.
There's nothing I know of that would work.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
While they're focused on Llewellyn, we break the Magister's defenses. It could work, but it's a huge risk.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
No, we're gonna do it. Alright, we can't take Dorian out. So we're gonna take Varric and we're gonna take Cassandra.
Announce us.
The invitation was for Master Llewellyn only. The rest of you must wait here.
Nope.
If my friends can't enter, then I won't go in either.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Actually, I hoped you could tell me about these Venatori I'm hearing so much about.
Now, where could you have heard that name?
I told him.
Felix, what have you done?
Your son is concerned that you're involved in something terrible.
So speaks the thief. Do you think you can turn my son against me? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
What do you know about the Divine's death?
It was the Elder One's moment, and you were unworthy even to stand in his presence.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
'Cause that's a brilliant idea.
That's who you serve. The one who killed the Divine. Is he a mage?
Soon he will become a god. He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this man's life.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
And here's where things get a little creepy.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
replacement. Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Did we go forward in time or back? And how far?
Those are excellent questions. We'll have to find out, won't we? Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
What happens if we can't get back?
Then we get comfortable in our new present.
All right. I need to level Dorian here real quick. Along with I need to mark parting where I need to go. Alright. Oh, I also need to level myself, so. Ah, okay. Alright, Dorian's got 11 points. Okay. All right. I needed Dorian to at least have health things. Let's see here. Okay, I want that one preferred. I want that preferred. And I want that preferred. Okay. Alright, now we need to get out. And... Nope. I think I went through the wrong door. Yeah, I went through the wrong door. I want to go this way.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not always the best at navigating some of this stuff. Where are you, Varric? There you are.
Andraste Sacred Knickers, you're alive. Where were you? How did you escape?
We didn't escape. Alexius sent us into the future.
Everything that happens to you is weird.
You might be right about that.
I'm always right, and when I'm not, I lie about it. So, what are you doing here? Or did you come back just to trade quips with me?
We get to Alexius, and I just might be able to send us back to our own time. Simple, really.
That may not be as easy as you think. Alexius is just a servant. His Elder One assassinated the Empress and led a demon army in a huge invasion of the South. The Elder One rules everything. What's left of it, anyway. Alexius is really not the one you need to worry about.
Assassinations, invasions, and demon armies. I'm a little glad I missed all that.
Yeah, you lucked out there. You want to take on Alexius? I'm in. Let's go.
All right. We've got one of our party members.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
I'm not dead.
I'm not back from the dead, Cassandra. I just got... Well, this is hard to explain.
I was there. The Magister obliterated you with a gesture.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time. Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
That's my hope.
None of this will happen. Andraste, please let that be true.
Alright, so we've got most of our party.
Alexius locked himself in the throne room. That is where we'll find him.
Let's see. I don't think there's anything further over here. Nope, there's not. Okay. So back up the stairs we go. Heck. I get turned around so easily. Alright. I can find my way out of a paper bag. Most of the time. Alright, give me a minute, guys. Alright, sorry about that. The wife wanted to talk to me for a second, so... Alright. Alright, that's what's doing that door. Let's go down this door. That door is pretty well blown to crap. Okay.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
I don't understand. What's happened to you?
Red Lyrium. It's a disease. The longer you're near it, eventually you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
That's not true.
I've never fought a god before. This should be memorable.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly, before the Elder One learns you're here.
Alright, we're gonna save here real quick.
Red Lyrium is an infection. Why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Something constructive for a change.
Just like old times.
Alright, up the stairs we go. Got a couple things here real quick.
Take a look around. See if there's anything we can use.
Yeah, okay, that's enough of that creepiness. And then there's one last item for me to loot behind. Alright, I want to check my inventory really quick. I don't think I've got any weapons that are better than what I currently have. I could be wrong about that, though. Alright, well, what I've got currently equipped is a 62. This is an 81. This is a pretty solid jump. It's missing a grip, but it's got a spirit rune. That is worth the jump. I will happily take that. That just has a corruption rune in it. Okay. So let's come back here. Cassandra's dealing with this. This is a 108. The other things. How about shield-wise? Yeah. Nothing's really gonna beat that. Varric's got that. And Dorian. I will give him that. That's quite a bit of a large jump from what he's currently got, so that'll make life a lot easier. Okay, let's take a look at armor. Currently is a 72. Let's actually check what I've got first. 136. Okay. So Dorian can definitely take that. That'll help keep him alive a lot longer, which will be a good thing. Okay. Cassandra's already pretty much got the best of what she can have, and Varric, I think, is in the same. Yeah, Varric's in the same. Okay. We've got some accessories. Belt to resistance. Plus 7% resistance. It's actually not a bad item. Enhanced belt of health. Plus 100 max health. Yeah, okay. Belt of magic defense for her. That's actually probably pretty beneficial. You don't really have anything, so that will work. Okay. Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure that before we go headlong into a conflict, my party members are equipped as well as they're gonna be. This is one of those games that the more prepared you can be, the better off you are. Okay. Alright, we've got a couple things. Okay. Up the stairs we go.
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
That still doesn't make...
My God. Ah! There is no God but the Elder One. The Maker is dead. Say it.
Never. I'll die a good Andrastian before living a second as one of you.
Yeah, a little too late to save. That sucks.
Make her take you!
I'm surprised they left her alive this long. Poor woman.
Cool, got a upgrade for Bianca. Alright.
Tell me how Labella knew of the sacrifice at the temple.
Never.
There's no use. You will break.
I will die first. Or you will. You're alive.
You're safe now.
Forget safe. If you came back from the dead, you need to do better than safe. You need to end this. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I'm so sorry for everything you suffered.
We have to reverse his spell. If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Alright.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to Phil Silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
Oh. Okay. I'm being blind, aren't I? Okay. Okay, that's where I need to go, and that's where I was at. Ah. Save and save frequently. It's a very good rule. It's a good rule with any game, but with the Dragon Ages, it's a especially good rule.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No.
What?
Don't hurt me, Linnea. You...
Run down! Alexius can't have wanted this.
Alright, I've got a couple of accessories, specifically a ring. And I've got a party member who could use a ring or two. So ring.
The breach! It's everywhere.
Used to be, it was only dwarves who were afraid of the sky. Now, it's just good sense.
Getting home very quickly. Alright, and before we open this door, we're gonna save.
No!
Okay. Is there somebody in here? Huh. apologize for being a bit of an item hog, but this is an area where I can't come back to, so if I don't miss any items in here, I miss them. So it's kind of one of those things where I kind of need to be a little bit of an item hog. And I apologize for skipping the passages and whatnot. I skip them mainly because if I'm gonna sit down and read them, we're gonna be here a while.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
Okay.
You've got to love what Alexius has done with the place.
Yeah, it's just so fabulous and pretty. The red really accents the gray. It's just gorgeous. Okay. I know some people are probably going to give me shit for that, so I apologize. My humor time can be a little dark, so I do want to moderately apologize for that. Alright.
Damage did Alexius' spell do?
Refs tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers.
Because that's exactly what I want. I want you to jump when I tell you to pick an item up. Okay. Well, at the very least, I've got a lot of good sales fodder, so... Guess I can't necessarily complain too much. Thanks, Varric. I appreciate you shunting me like that.
Maker's breath. Where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps. But it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must... Really? Servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around. Try to take out that enchanter quickly. Block them from coming up the stairs! I could really go for some light reading.
feel like I'm going the wrong way.
What happened here?
Find Alexius. That's all that matters.
They haven't noticed us yet. Good opportunity to look for higher ground.
Kill the Enchanter! Andraste have mercy on your souls. No one else will.
Okay. Okay, that's just... Alright, I need you. You squishy.
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Alright, I don't think there's anything further, so we'll need Varric to get... Come on. Around and through the door. Okay. Alright. Actually, before we do that, we are... Cassandra's doing alright. You're not. And you're not. Okay.
Look at what you've done, Alexius. All this suffering. And for what?
For my country, for my son. But it means nothing now. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
No!
your assassins this time!
Wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now! The Elder One.
You'll have to hurry. This is bad. We'll hold the main door. Once they break through, it's all you, Nightingale.
I can't let you kill yourself for me. There must be another way.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
You'll have to do better than that.
Put aside all claim to Redcliffe, and we let you live.
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Elix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter, imagine how surprised I was to learn you'd given Redcliffe Castle away to a Tevinter Magister.
King Alistair.
Especially since I'm fairly sure Redcliffe belongs to Arl Tegan.
Your Majesty, we never intended...
I know what you intended. I wanted to help you. But you've made it impossible. You and your followers are no longer welcome in Ferelden.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted, not coddled.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
I'd take that offer if I were you. One way or another, you're leaving my kingdom.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
I hope not.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
We're not monsters. We can control ourselves without any outside help.
This is not an issue of self-control. Even the strongest mages can be overcome by demons in conditions like these. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
The longer the breach is open, the more damage it does. We should head there as soon as possible.
Agreed.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Maker willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Alright guys, and this is where I am going to leave it. Alright, well I want to thank you guys so much for watching. At this point I am going to go ahead and call it. The next adventure will be us taking on the breach and the aftermath thereof. So that will be the next adventure that that we are going to embark upon. So anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for joining. It's always a pleasure playing for you guys. Until the next time, this is Panther0822. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.